The Flames, Atlanta Flames, the Calgary Flames, playing in his third game, just called up from St. Catharines, their American League farm team, and Murray Bannerman, 7 wins, 10 losses, 3 ties, 4.13 goals against.
There's the draw controlled by the Leafs as we get underway. Bill Root, there's it down into the Blackhawks zone. Doug Wilson back forward, took a hit in behind the goal. Now it squirts free to the far corner. Dennis Savard in some traffic there. Now he wants to freeze it. He does. And
Orville Tessier all duded up in a nice blue suit tonight.
Hey, what about that kerchief? Boy, oh boy. Here's the draw now. A long shot. Bannerman got a piece of that with a glove. Came to the near side. Doug Wilson couldn't get it out. Bouncing around. Brubaker couldn't find it. Nyland does. Shoots. He missed the net. Taken on the near side by Secord. He couldn't get it out. Maple Leafs come out aggressively. Back of the Hawk goal it goes. Jeff Brubaker tied up there by Doug Wilson. Now the puck came loose. Stuart Gavin on the far side. And he finally lost it out to center ice. Now cleared right back into Chicago territory. Taken by Bob Murray. Maple Leafs changing on the move. And here comes Murray to Secord at center. He dumps it in. Tim Bernhard played it to the near side. John Anderson. He cleared it out to center ice. Here comes Bill Derlego over the line. Derlego a long shot. Bannerman handles that easily. Cleared it around to the far corner. Ed Olczyk after it there. Now Ben Wilson. Bounce it to center ice. Lysiak dumps one in. Boreas Salming back for the Leafs. Cleared it to the far side. Jim Korn. He's tied up there as Troy Murray works hard. Now they battle on the near side, and the puck's going to be held to the board, so face-off will be to the right of Bernhardt now. Tom Lysiak and Bill Derlego. There's the draw controlled by the Leafs. Boreas Salming back to the net. Now his pass bounced around right to the slot, and none of the Blackhawks could find the handle. Here's John Anderson back to center. His long drive. That sails wide of the net. Taken by Ben Wilson. Put it around to the near side. Kurt Frazier. He's been hot lately. Couldn't get it out, though. Here's a centering pass. Bannerman slots it to the near board. Keith Brown to Frazier at center. Feeds across to Troy Murray. Shoots. It's blocked at the defense. Now the Leafs try to clear it out. They do to center. Jack O'Callahan has it there. Flips it back into the Toronto end. Boreas Salming, right wing to Anderson. Rolls it at Peter Inachek. He's knocked off the puck. Bergevin! Another big hit from young Mark Bergevin, who's made a habit of that when he's been able to play. Here's Larmer over the line. His pass was behind Gardner, and the Leafs break back. Peter Inachek. His pass intercepted by Sutter, who bounced one to Gardner. Billy Gardner sends it in. Gary Nyland back for the Leafs. Cleared it out to center ice. Peter Inachek had it knocked off his stick. Now taken by Sutter. Darryl Sutter with 6 points in his last 4 games. Dumps one into the Toronto zone. Now on left wing is Walt Podubny to Inachek over the line, and Podubny went in ahead of the play. Face-off just outside the Chicago line. Here's the draw, controlled by the Blackhawks. Doug Wilson to Bob Murray in his own zone. Murray clearing it back into the Leaf end, and the Hawks are ruled offside. He squares off for the draw against 20-year-old rookie Russ Courtnall. There's the draw, controlled by Bob Murray. Murray sends it in. On the near side, Ludzik. He took a bump from Lehman. Now Yaremchuk trying to dig it loose. Al Iafrate tied him up. And the Leafs trying to clear it. Can't get it out. Doug Wilson trying to move up the slot. Puck is bouncing around now. Cleared in behind the goal. Came around to the near side and loose back into the Hawk zone. Doug Wilson back for. Wilson to Steve Ludzik. Ludzik into the Toronto zone. And with an extra stick handling move. You know, you've made the point a couple of times this year, Dale, that the puck seems to be bouncing. It looks like tonight like a basketball out there.
I don't know who's making the pucks, but they really have been bad. All season long, they've been bouncing a lot, and it really takes away from the game. And the offensive, especially the skilled players like a Dennis Savard, you know, you've seen more and more times the puck bouncing off his stick when he tries to make one extra move.
Now Now Secord and Gavin, here they go. They drop the gloves right from the draw. Secord and Gavin, here goes Secord with the left hand. And Gavin tumbled backward. And now they fall to the ice. You could see that. It was right in front of us, right from the face-off. As soon as they dropped the puck, Gavin gave Secord a little bit of a whack. Al shoved it back. They gave each other the hairy eyeball and then dropped the gloves, and off they went.
Oh, better Stuart Gavin than me, I'll tell you that.
Now the linesman able to separate those two. And we'll have some penalties coming here, which we'll tell you about when we come back. It's 0-0 here in the stadium, right at the Toronto line. Now the Blackhawks with Secord off. Savard stays out. Ed Olczyk moves to left wing, and Kenny Yaremchuk on the right wing. Boy, there is great potential for fireworks here with Savard and Yaremchuk. That speed personified in those two. Here's the draw, controlled by the Leafs. Bill Root bearing it out to center ice. Jeff Brubaker dumping it in. Bannerman shovel it to the far side. Yaremchuk bumped on the boards. Now he'll try to hold it there if he can't advance it, but he does pull away from the check. Yaremchuk to center ice. Olczyk over the line. Savard, we're going to have a Toronto penalty coming. A shot. And I don't think it would have counted anyway had it gone in. The referee had blown the whistle, although the players couldn't hear it with the crowd noise. And Brubaker is going to go off here for Toronto.
Brubaker throwing an elbow at Yaremchuk after he's took a loose puck along the boards just in front of the Hawk bench. Was streaking up the center of the ice, and Brubaker got him with a right elbow.
Toronto penalty, number 23, Jeff Brubaker. 2 minutes for an elbow at 4:11. Toronto penalty, Brubaker. 2 minutes elbowing at 4.
Jeff Brubaker, who now has 67 penalty minutes to go along with his 1 goal and 1 assist.
Brubaker trying to catch up to Yaremchuk, and right there, a flagrant elbow. Yaremchuk, who likes to skate, bent over. Made it easy for Brubaker to whack him with an elbow.
Blackhawks are 9 out of their last 30 on the power play, and at 23% for the year. The Toronto penalty killing at 78%. Now here's the draw. Doug Wilson at the far point. Here it comes. Just wide. I think Troy Murray got a piece of that. Now Murray to the line. Doug Wilson rolled it back to Troy Murray on the board. Murray on the near side. Looks for some help. Put it back to the line. Now again to Murray. Walks right in front. Shoots. Hit the goal post. Murray hits the far post with a drive. Now Lysiak far corner. Lysiak side of the goal for Sutter. Now they switch positions. Sutter trying to center. The lead steal. Shoot it down all the way. Well, Troy Murray missed by a couple of inches of giving the Hawks the lead as he rattled one off the goal post. Here comes Bob Murray on the Hawk power play. He's going to dump it in around to the near side. Doug Wilson holds it in near point. Now along the boards, Troy Murray. Murray working into the corner. Now turning, side of the goal. Sutter centered one. Van Daou stole that. Couldn't get it out, though. Lysiak took it away for Troy Murray. To Doug Wilson. Fires. Tip. And a save rebound. Another save rebound again. Bernhard. Big scramble still. And now the play is stopped. And Sutter took an elbow from Bob McGill. And I don't think there will be a penalty there. That was about as blatant as the other one, though.
Heated action around Bernhard in the Leaf zone. The shot by Doug Wilson was tipped by Troy Murray. Bernhard got his left pad on it. First deflection, the save. The puck in the slot. One whack by Troy Murray. The second shot by him, he's still unable to get it. And then the third one, it hit Bernhard's skates, and then McGill comes in and levels Sutter. No penalty called, but heated action in the Leaf zone.
Well, Dale, you know from your days as a player that normally when you're killing a penalty, you can get away a little more than normal, right?
Definitely. Except if you're with the Blackhawks.
A minute to go on the Chicago power play. Face off to the left of Bernhardt. Now Savard, Larmer, and Gardner up on the forward line for the Hawks. There's the draw, taken by Salming. He whacks it along the boards. Keith Brown held it in nicely. Got it to Larmer, far side. Larmer back to the line, and Brown. He gave it back to Larmer, moving to the circle, shoots, and a save, rebound. Bernhardt, the save is Gardner, trying to whack it underneath him. The puck came loose, but the whistle had sounded. And again, Bob McGill in the middle of a little pushing and shoving.
Well, the only reason that Brubaker and McGill are in the lineup because they need some muscle coming into the stadium. That's the only reason that they're playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And now Ben Wilson and McGill are having words.
Now McGill drops the gloves, challenges Wilson. Two heavyweights here, the gloves are off, and here they go at center ice. McGill and Wilson changing right hands. McGill landed a right. Oh, another right. They're standing toe-to-toe and slugging it out. McGill, now Wilson a right hand. Now McGill a right. McGill, Wilson taking over. Ben Wilson hammering away. Right to the jaw of Bob McGill. Oh, they're really just trading blows. Now Wilson again with two right. McGill got in a right. Wilson with an uppercut. And pretty soon they'll be tired out. Now Ben Wilson may have headbutted McGill. He leaned into him a little bit, and now the line's been separated.
Well, McGill got the best of it in the early going, but Ben Wilson got mad and just started to take over and definitely won a decision over McGill. A tremendous fight right at center ice.
Now there's your best of Sports Vision boxing right there.
He got headbutting.
So we're going to have some more penalties here with a score, nothing. We've had quite a bit of activity in the first 5.5 minutes in this game. There's the draw. Good show by the Leafs. Salming in his own end, clearing it to center. Here's Jim Korn over the line. Turns on the far side. Now lost his footing, and Mark Bergevin took it away. Bergevin slides it to Dennis Savard. Here's Savard over the line, near side. Savard tackled on the play. No call right in front of referee Newell. There's the puck cleared into the Leaf zone. Iafrate, number 33, the rookie, back for the Leafs. Iafrate cleared it to Derlego. Now his pass for Korn, and Doug Wilson sent him topsy-turvy with a nice hip check at the Hawk line. Now the Toronto penalty is over. The Leafs have power play hockey. Here's Jim Korn coming over the line, shoveled it into the corner. Rick Patterson stole that. Now they battle in behind the goal. There's Podubny kicking it loose. Out to the line, Iafrate. Gave it to Korn. Here's his shot. Doug Wilson blocked it. Over to the far side, Salming. Back to the net for Podubny. Well, Podubny to Bill Derlego. Centered one, and that hit the skate of Bob Murray in front. Now the Leafs. On the near side, Derlego. His pass held in by Iafrate. Now he center one. Bannerman, here's a save, and it squirts just away from Podubny. Korn nearly had a good chance, and Bannerman able to clear it away. Then Podubny shot wide. Now the Leafs hold it in. 20 seconds left on the Toronto power play. And here's a pass from Derlego. Sliding loose back into the Toronto end. Now Boreas Salming to Miroslav, free chair, back to Salming. He dumps one in the near corner. Mark Bergevin, he couldn't get it out. Free chair near side. The Hawk penalty is over. Here's a shot and a save by Bannerman from free chair on the near side. Free chair put it in the corner. Podubny. Well, Podubny is stood right up by Bergevin beautifully again. And the Hawks start away. Here's Keith Brown moving over the line. Brown dropped it back. Troy Murray shoots, block, rebound. Oh, it just bounced over the stick of your ref. Near side open. Free chair for Toronto. Coming to center. Now lost as he came to the line. Back into the lead zone. Here's Yaremchuk hustling. Bill Root took him down. to center ice. Here comes Larmer. Larmer in over the line. Larmer moves to the near corner. Now trying to center one. Nyland intercepted that to Therian. Big Therian to Russ Courtnall. Shoots one, and a save by Bannerman, and he's going to hold on.
Bill Root, the former Montreal Canadian, pulling down Yaremchuk. The helmet goes off as well, but no penalty called.
Face off to the right of the Chicago goal. No score in the game, 11 and a half to go in the opening period. There's the draw, controlled by Larmer. Steve Larmer in his own zone to Jack O'Callahan. Now Doug Wilson. Wilson gave it away. Here comes Iafrate. Centered one. Oh, the pass didn't click with Courtnall as the Leafs had a chance go by the boards. Now Doug Wilson out to center ice. Larmer had it knocked off his stick. Back comes Courtnall. Walks in over the line. Then he ran into his own player, Therian. And the Hawks Sutter moving ahead. Sutter lost it as he came to the line. Now back into the Chicago end goes Bergevin. He took a hit from Korn, but he held the puck nicely. And Mark Bergevin starts out for the Blackhawks. His pass too far for Gardner. Sliding into the Leaf zone. Taken by Gary Lehman. Lehman works his way to center. Now bounces around there right to Salming. Gloria Salming sending it in. Over to the far side. Here's a shot. Oh, Bannerman just got back to the net in time. It's a quick shot from the boards by Anderson. Forced Bannerman to scurry back, but he did. Here comes Brown over the line center. And he just missed Frazier with a pass. Now Bergevin holding it in right to the goal. Now Bernhard nearly lost it. Hey, what's the whistle for? Tim Bernhard clearly never had possession of that puck, and referee Newell blew the whistle. No score in the game. We'll be back.
Hey, Bergevin just dumped in a weak backhand and went right to the net. Bernhardt mishandled it. The puck still has not been frozen, but we had a whistle anyway.
Face off to the right of Tim Bernhardt. Here's the draw right to Bergevin. Lets it go. Blocked at the defense. Taken by Jim Korn on left wing. Korn got it to center ice and dumped it in. Back forward is Bergevin. Mark Bergevin now walks around to check, gets to center. Bergevin hits the line, weaving in, tries to shoot. It's deflected wide. And now the Leafs Korn put it in behind his own net. It's caught on the mesh there.
I took rubbers and galoshes.
Face off to the left of Bernhardt. 9.5 to go, no score in the first period. Foyt does want to drop the puck. Hold your head, Tommy. Don't trip him again. Here's the draw. Right from the draw, Troy Murray had a chance, and Bernhardt made the stop. Now here comes Derlego. Shoots. It's blocked at the defense, and it winds up in the crowd.
And off the face-off, Troy Murray's attempt. Troy Murray's had about 6 shots on goal.
Face-off in the slot of the Hawk zone. The draw to Doug Wilson. Wilson with 24 points his last 21 games. He puts Savard in alone, a breakaway. Savard shoots, he scores! Dennis Savard off a great feed from Doug Wilson. 1-0 in favor of the Blackhawks.
The pass from Doug Wilson behind his own net. We've seen it numerous occasions. A quick outlet pass to Savard, who's lurking at the red line. The Maple Leafs getting caught on a change. Weren't ready for it. Everyone caught flat-footed, everyone at the Leaf bench. A breakaway fakes to the left, goes to his right, and beats Bernhardt for the first goal of the hockey game.
Back to the play, the draw controlled by Doug Wilson in his own end. Gave it to Bob Murray, now ahead for Secord. Al Secord in over the line, dropped it for Olczyk. He walks right in, centered it, they score! Dennis Savard again! Great passes. Doug Wilson won, and now Olczyk puts Savard right in. 2-0 Blackhawks.
Super play by the youngster Olczyk. He makes tremendous passes. He's very unselfish. Secord, 4 Leafs go to Secord, and they leave both Olczyk and Savard alone. The puck bounces to Olczyk. The perfect feed. Savard, his 13th and 14th goal.
Savard.
19 seconds apart. Savard scored his 13th And now his 14th to give the Blackhawks a 2-0 lead.
There's the draw, back into the Hawk zone it goes. Now Bergevin scoops it to the far side. Larmer, Steve Larmer, clearing it into the Toronto end, but the Leafs shoot it right back to center. Now Bergevin turns deep into his own zone. Konechny gave him a rough ride, but Bergevin held the puck brilliantly. Now Larmer able to clear it back into the Toronto end. Al Iafrate whacks it back into the Hawk zone. Taken by Keith Brown. Put it along the near side. Sutter took a bump on the boards. Now they battle away there. Sutter's pulled down, and he fell on top of the puck. The left of Murray Bannerman with Gardner and Inachek getting ready. The draw taken by Daryl Sutter. Sutter moving over the Leaf line. Sutter in traffic, drops it. Gardner shoots, blocked at the defense, and a good rush there from Sutter and Gardner. Here come the Leafs back. Inachek in over the line. Konechny walked in offside on left wing. At Secord, they had 3 guys run after him, and that's what freed Olczyk and Savard to the goal mouth. Secord, of course, involved in an altercation earlier in this period. Here's the draw back into the Hawk zone. Anderson in the far corner. Now center one, Derlego a shot. Lysiak blocked it nicely. Derlego holding it in. Side of the net for Korn. Jim Korn tied up by Doug Wilson. Now Lysiak took it away and moves to center ice. Lysiak to Frazier on the near side. Frazier rolls it in behind the goal. Now Korn and Troy Murray come together, and Bill Root dug it out of there. The Leafs clear it back into the Chicago end. Doug Wilson now having trouble with Anderson. Came around to the near side, taken by Kurt Frazier. Frazier turned away from a check. Puck came free to Daou. Now for Iafrate shoots. Blocked by the Blackhawks. Lysiak at the defense. Ahead to Troy Murray, one man back. Murray in over the line, center one. Brown is right in, shoot! And he missed the net. Brown, a great chance off of Troy Murray. But he shot it wide. Now it came loose to center ice. Troy Murray hustles back to capture it there. Murray now dumping one in. And Iafrate starts the Leafs back. This pass intercepted by Bergevin at center. Mark Bergevin feeding Dennis Savard. Works in over the line. Savard now walks to the near board. Now moves right in front. He's all alone. Shoots. And a save by Bernhardt. Savard nearly had the hat trick in the first period. Now he has it again. Savard, a back pass for Secord near corner. Centered one. Bouncing around. And the Leafs finally come up with it. Carrying it to the Hawk line. Chicago here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. They're back into the Hawk zone. By Bergevin. Bergevin took a hit but got the puck away to Secord. Now a long lead for Olczyk. Bounced over his stick. Taken by Greg Terrier. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first period. 2-0 Blackhawks as the Leafs. They're into Chicago territory. In the near corner, Secord bumping hard there with a Leaf player. And the puck will be held on the board. Face off to the left of Murray Bannerman. Now the draw. Cleared in behind the Hawk goal in front to Salming. His shot is blocked. Here comes Sutter. Daryl Sutter had it knocked away at center. Now came back to Sutter at his own line. He put it to Bob Murray's stick. Murray moving slowly and now tries to feed ahead. The pass broken up by Freechair. Jaroslav Freechair having trouble with Larmer, but the Hawks on a delayed on the draw. Controlled by the Maple Leafs. Bill Root on the near side. Trying to feed ahead. The play broken up by O'Callahan. This pass just too far for Frazier. Now Root deep in his own zone. Bill Root coughed it up, but Gary Nyland gave him some help and cleared it to center ice. Jack O'Callahan sending it back in. Taken by Nyland. Gary Nyland shot it past everybody. Back into the Chicago zone. Keith Brown back for it. He shoots it past everybody down into the Leaf zone. Bill Root bounces it right back to center. Now, puck came free to the Maple Leafs, and Root, number 28, able to dump it in. Here's Kurt Frazier on left wing. Frazier to Lysiak. Now his lead just over the stick of Troy Murray. Bouncing into the Toronto zone. Murray hustled to save the icing. Now it's dug out. Here's a centering pass too far for Doug Wilson. Back comes Toronto. On the near side, Anderson crossing the line. Dropped it to Dan Daou. Now he tried to feed it. Face off to the left of Murray Bannerman. Now Dennis Savard and Dan Daou will go for the draw. Now they drop it unfairly. So they'll do it again. Blackhawks are back here on home ice on Wednesday night. The Detroit Red Wings will be here in town. That's radio only, 7:20 with a pregame on WIND. And next weekend, a home-and-home series with the Minnesota North Stars. There's the draw, cleared back into the Toronto zone. Salming shot it to the far side. Terrion shuffles it out to center ice. Now Doug Wilson gave it to Bob Murray. Murray got it to the red line. Salming waits for his teammates to get back on side. Now dumps it in. On the near side, Al Secord bumped in the corner. A couple of players pile up there, and it'll be held. So it's 3-1. And they have great opportunity in the next couple of weeks to do just that with 6 out of the next 7 here at home. There's the draw to center ice. Iafrate moves back over the line against Bergevin. Iafrate back again. Bergevin took him off the puck once again, and Bergevin has had about 4 or 5 hits already in the period. Here comes Gardner over the line. Dropped it back, ground for Sutter. He scores! 3-0 in favor of the Blackhawks.
A nifty play there. A nice pass out of their own zone. The drop pass from Bill Gardner. I think he tried to make a pass first to Sutter. He dropped it to Keith Brown. He fakes the pass here. Wanted to pull it back and give it over to Sutter, but it went to Brown. He got it over to Sutter anyway, and Sutter put it under the crossbar to give the Blackhawks a 3-0 lead. A beautiful three-way passing play.
Daryl Sutter now with that goal has 4 goals in his last 5 games. And Sutter with 12 goals now for the year. 3-0 Chicago. Here's the draw. Cleared into the Leaf zone. Salming getting back for it. Salming clearing it out to center ice. Taken by Bergevin. Mark Bergevin to Daryl Sutter. His pass bouncing around. Here comes Freechair over the line. Freechair the blast. He scores! Right between the wickets of Murray Bannerman is Freechair. Fired from the near face-off dot. It's 3-1 Chicago.
Blackhawks getting caught at the blue line. Freecher taking the loose puck. Puts his head down and just buries one. Bannerman has seen limited action in his first period. The puck hit his pads and then eventually trickled through his legs and went into the empty net.
So Miroslav Freechair with his team-leading 14th goal of the year for Toronto has made it a 3-1 Hawk lead. Here's the draw. Back into the Chicago zone it goes. Now Podubny trying to kick it loose, can't do it. Taken by Sutter. Daryl Sutter bumped by Freechair. They scramble in behind the Chicago net. Now it's dug out of there. Podubny in behind the goal. Doug Wilson stepped into him and Larmer came to take it away. Steve Larmer moves back 3-on-3. Now Larmer beat one man over the line, threw it into the far corner, Gardner. Billy Gardner dropped it for Larmer. Steve Larmer had it knocked off his stick, now steals it again, centered one. Oh, Gardner all alone, but the pass missed it. And the Leafs start back with 1.5 minutes for the period. Jim Benning to Salming over the line. Bergevin again stepped into the Toronto player. Mark Bergevin's had 6 hits in the first period alone. Now, there's Steve Larmer to Frady. He rolled it back to the Hawks' own Doug Wilson. Bounced it in the Toronto end. And it'll be an icing call against the Blackhawks. Period. He's got to have as many hits as the entire defensive core put together.
I really like his style of play. He's got good mobility and he's very strong defensively.
Face off to the left of the draw to Keith Brown, back of the goal as we move into the final minute of the period. Cleared back into Toronto territory. Aya Frady getting back. This will be another icing call.
Well, he seems to be pretty positive and his head's keeping his cool, and he doesn't seem to be very impatient at all. He realizes the task at hand.
And it's a monumental task, too. This Toronto organization is really fallen on very hard times in the last couple of years. You look around their roster, you wonder what they've been doing with their draft choices, but they've not finished there. Face off to the left of Bannerman. There's the draw, controlled by Salming. He put it out to the line, now into the near corner. Anderson, big save by Bannerman, his best save of the game, as Derlego had a point-blank chance. Here comes Lysiak, moving over the line in traffic, had to throw it in behind the net. Half a minute for the period. Now Lysiak near side, put it to the line, but nobody at the near point. And Doug Wilson has to chase back for it. He shot it to center now. Anderson turns for Toronto. John Anderson dumping it in, and Jim Corn
By Anderson. And the shot by Derlego, and Bannerman by far his best save. John Anderson, the former Toronto Marlboro, got the backhand pass right out to the slot as Derlego was left alone. Derlego had won the faceoff from Tom Lysiak. Had a step on Lysiak and went to the slot and almost made it 3-2.
Face off at center ice here with 15 seconds left. Now the draw controlled by the Blackhawks. Doug Wilson turning back into his own zone. Looks up at the clock, and he's just going to let it run out here as it winds down, and the first period is in the books here at Chicago Stadium. So the Blackhawks in his last 4 games, and he really, I think Dale has made a remarkable recovery, missing nearly all of last year, 51 games with a knee injury, and he has really been a very strong addition to the Hawks this season. You can amplify on that in a moment. Here comes Lysiak from the draw, dumping one in. Back of the net, Salming. Cleared it to the far side. Anderson has room. John Anderson dumping it into the Hawk zone. Bannerman put it to the near side. Now came loose along the boards. Lysiak trying to kick it out. He does. Here comes Doug Wilson. Wilson in over the line. Lets it go. He scores! Wilson from 50 feet. A laser beam. The Hawks lead 4-1.
Good hard work along the boards, though, just outside the puck blue line to get the puck loose. Wilson with his good speed able to get up with the play, and then he just blasted one. It was a 2-on-1. Fraser had to stop at the blue line. He made sure he wouldn't go outside to give Wilson the opportunity to blast it. And 34 seconds into the period, Doug Wilson gets his 7th goal of the year.
It started off, Lysiak did a little bagging on the boards on the near side to get the puck loose and get it over to Wilson.
Assisted by number 12, Tom Lysiak, and number 19, Troy Murray. 34 seconds.
So a quick start for the Hawks here in the second period. Here's the draw. They're down into the Chicago zone. There's going to be an icing call as Bergevin gets back. Now they weigh nothing out. So Bergevin has to play it to Sutter. Cleared it ahead to Gardner. Billy Gardner to center ice. Cuts in over the line. Stick handles nicely around a check. Now he's bumped off the puck. And the Leafs Bill Root control. Root shot it past everybody back into the Hawk zone. This time icing will be called as Brown.
Corners along the boards and in front of the net. He's a very honest hockey player, and he's totally dedicated. And it also gives you that added toughness. Takes a little pressure off Secord and Ben Wilson, too, as far as adding a little more muscle up front.
It's a tribute to him. I think the way he's come back, it obviously indicates a lot of hard work in rehabilitating himself from a very serious injury last year that held him out for over half a season. He's got 3 goals his last 4 games and 11 for the year. And He's been a solid contributor, as we mentioned. There's the draw, controlled by the Leafs. Podubny in over the line, shoots. Keith Brown blocked it. Now Larmer in the corner. He tried to clear it, couldn't get it out. They battle away. The puck comes loose to the Blackhawks. Larmer. Steve Larmer carries it over the line, walks around a check, moves in behind the goal. Now Larmer dropped it for Doug Wilson. Fires! A save by Bernhard. Rebound in behind the net. Now the Leafs after it. Hinacek took a hit from Larmer, who stepped into him hard. And Larmer dug it out to Gardner in behind. Gardner got some help from Sutter, centered one, deflected up into the air. Larmer trying to corral it, can't do it. And the Leafs break out. Free chair, dumping it into the Hawk zone. Bob Murray clearing it to center ice. Here's Secord moving over the line. It was in his skates, though, and he couldn't find it. Now the Leafs, Gary Lehman, number 4. Shoots it to the Hawk line. Now Savard, back pass intercepted. Here's Terrion. He cleared it over the Hawk line. Gavin, the shot. Bannerman, a glove save. Gave it to Dennis Savard. Savard clearing it to center. Here comes Olczyk with Secord breaking. Olczyk moving in center. Secord, and he shot it wide. Olczyk trying to get Secord off the mark, and now had his shot deflect wide. Now Bob Murray in his own zone. Clearing it to center. Salming shovels it right back in. High in the air. Bannerman's going to glove it, and he'll hold on. Blackhawks 4, Maple Leafs 1. We'll be back. We're in the early minutes of the second period. The Blackhawks a 4-1 lead. Scoring after just half a minute of this second period. Ben Wilson back on the ice for the Hawks.
That Olczyk, a nifty passer, a 2-on-1 situation. He waits, has a chance to shoot, elects to pass it, and Secord's shot just goes wide of the empty net.
Now here's the draw to Troy Murray, feeds across to Lysiak, in over the line, dropped it for Frazier. Frazier into the corner, centered one. Lysiak had his stick tied up in front. Now Brown a shot. That hit somebody in front. Control by Jim Korn. He shot it to the neutral area. Now taken by Lysiak. Bounce one to Troy Murray over the line. Boreas Salming stepped into him on the boards. Now the puck came free, and everybody scrambling away. It'll be held in the Leaf zone for a faceoff.
Wilson, by far the best fight of the year.
Face-off to the left of Bernhard. There's the draw. Cleared into the Chicago zone. Jack O'Callahan backboard. Got a rough right. Oh, free chair. Dumped him hard. Now out to the line. Nyland. His long shot deflected. They scramble. Came loose in behind the net. Hinacek threw it out to the line. Nyland shoots. Blocked by Larmer at the defense, and Sutter able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Carried Nyland. Dumping it right back in. Number 2, Mark Bergevin. His pass is intercepted back of the net. Now Bergevin got it again. And the young defenseman clears it away to Gardner. Billy Gardner lost it as he came to the line. Now back in his own zone is Bergevin. This pass intercepted by the Leafs. Then Gardner steals one. Feeds to Larmer, trying to cut over the line. Now turning. Larmer centered one. Sutter. And he nearly corralled a bouncing puck with some nice hand-eye coordination. But it bounced back into the Hawk zone. O'Callahan there threw it to center. Now it came right back to O'Callahan for Olczyk, and he dumps it into the Toronto zone. Barry Nyland back for the Maple Leafs. Now Nyland to Dan Daoust. His center ice pass bounces free into the Chicago end. Bannerman well out of the net. Shot it to center ice. Here's Doug Wilson. Wilson feeding Olczyk to Savard, who dumps one in. Mike Terrion is back. Now Terrion starts the Leafs away, and then his pass intercepted by Olczyk. Here's Savard coming over the line. Trying to throw it into the near corner. Olczyk fought up and checks a bomb. He shoots, and the save rebound. Secord, and a save by Bernhard. Now the Leafs start away. Over the line, down cleared it to Gavin, far side, shooting, and a save by Bannerman. Rebound to the Leafs. Here's another shot, and a save by Bannerman. Then it hit the side of the goal. There's Savard picking it up. Got it to Seacor. Now his pass deflecting away, but Doug Wilson carries on. Wilson to Savard. His pass intercepted. Back comes John Anderson. Anderson over the line, center one. Doug Wilson got back nicely and made a defensive play to break up the Toronto rush. In the lead zone, Bill Root. Now the veteran defenseman, Bill Root, cleared it over the Hawk line, bounced away to Korn. He lost it as he cut for the net, now centered, intercepted by the Hawks. It's knocked down with a stick above the shoulder. And away. Pat Foley and Dale Talon back at Chicago Stadium. Face off to the right of Murray Bannerman. As Bill Derlego and Tom Lysiak get ready for the draw. Derlego, who's tied for second place on the Leafs with 12 assists. Jim Benning leads the team with 15. There's the draw to Kurt Frazier. Frazier clearing it into the Toronto zone, and he had not reached center ice, so that'll be a nice
afternoon. And Quebec against Buffalo in an Adams Division rival at 4-3 lead. And Minnesota against Winnipeg 2-2. Come on, Winnipeg.
Here's the draw. Cleared to the line. Salming held it in, shoots one, and a save by Bannerman. He gave it to Troy Murray. Murray bounced it into the Toronto zone. Frazier hustling after it against Iafrate. Now the puck came free on the boards. Back into the corner it goes. Ben Wilson dug it out to the line. Brown put it to the near circle. Troy Murray centered. And a nice pass, but intercepted by Derlego, who shot it back into the Blackhawks zone. Troy Murray gets it out to center ice. Here comes Frazier. He works over the line. Frazier into the far corner. Turns there, centered, and the pass too far for Lysiak. Now Murray a shot. And a save by Bernhardt. Rebound to the Leafs. John Anderson to Bill Derlego. He hits the Hawk line, and his shot is blocked by O'Callaghan after defense. Kurt Frazier bumped on the boards by McGill. Now Frazier got McGill back. Frazier's going to get a penalty. McGill got a run at Frazier. Then Kurt got the elbow up on a return hit. And McGill, who's already had quite a battle with Ben Wilson, now for the moment will be kept apart from another tough customer, Kurt Frazier, with a score. 4-1 Chicago. We'll be right back.
Hill had 15 minutes and penalties in the first period. The elbow by Frazier right there. McGill with the slash. They both get offsetting minor penalties.
4 skaters aside. The draw cleared in behind the Chicago net. Bob Murray has it there. Too far for Larmer, busting at center ice. And the Leafs try to start back. Boy, Toronto has a lot of trouble passing the puck. There's a veteran star in Salming, and he can't hit Portnoy from 20 feet away.
That time, world-class skier, tennis player.
There's the draw, controlled by Doug Wilson back of the... Wilson cleared it along to the far side. Portnoy kept it in. Russ Portnoy trying to center one. Oh, Lehman would have had a chance, but he couldn't find the pass. Now Lehman near corner, centered one. Salming alone, but the pass missed him. And again, the Leaf passing problems cost them 2 great scoring chances there. Now the Hawks intercept. There's Doug Wilson, a long lead to Larmer on right wing over the line. Cuts into the slot. Now trying to center one. Gardner, it was in his skates, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Russ Portnoy moving to center ice. Portnoy carries over the line and just shot it to an open wing. There's a Toronto player within 20 feet of that intended pass. There's Dennis Savard racing over the Toronto line. Savard to the near side, turns on the board. Dropped it back for Brown. He moves in. Back to Savard. Walk to the deep slot. Savard feeding to Ben Wilson. Centered to Seacor. He scores! Seacor on a shot that went about 3 miles an hour. And the Hawks lead 5-1. He gave him the change-up that time, Dale.
You can read this NHL crest on her from up here, but Savard with some great stick handling over to Ben Wilson. The pass across to Secord. Secord let it go on the fly, fanned on it, and the puck just trickled under Bernhardt. Savard cuts through the slot on his backhand, gives it to Ben Wilson coming in on the left point. A nice passing play. You can just see the puck trickle through Bernhardt's leg. Well, I'm sure they'll be razzing Secord about that shot in practice tomorrow.
I think Skip Bader has started already. He just came over and gave Al a little pat on the back.
Dennis Savard and number 23, Ben Wilson at 9:03.
Well, when the grandchildren hear about that one, it'll be he walked from end to end, beat the entire team, and then deked the goaltender down and flipped it into the open net off the crossbar. Here's Troy Murray at center ice. Still 4 skaters aside for the next few seconds. Murray cuts for the net, a backhander. And a save by Bernhardt, and he'll cover it up.
Well, I can see why the Toronto Maple Leafs have only won 4 games. They really are a team that is in big trouble. They've got a lot of young players on their roster, but I don't know if they have a lot of quality young players.
Where are the stars?
They drafted Iafrate, who's going to be a good player someday. He's only 19 years old, out of the Detroit area. But when they had a chance to draft other players that I think are better than him in the draft, and they waived him. Redmond, for one, in Los Angeles, was an excellent player already, and has really helped turn around that franchise.
Well, you can really tell, too, they don't have Rick 5 in their lineup. That's one of their very few legitimate scoring threats. Now the coincidental penalties are over. Both teams back at full strength as the Leafs start away. Gary Nyland hits the Hawk line, and the Leafs, their Lego, agree with you. You really feel for a guy like that. The kid worked hard. I remember, in fact, his second knee injury came in a game against the Blackhawks right after he had rehabilitated himself from the first knee operation. And you certainly can't fault the Maple Leafs scouting department for that. You can't predict an injury, but there's a kid who likely would have been a great star, and he certainly has had a rough go of it injury-wise. There's the draw, dumped into the Hawk zone. On the far side, Lego trying to center. Doug Wilson stopped it. Now Anderson got to it, shoots, and a save by Bannerman. Rebound to Kurt Frazier. He bounced it back into the Maple Leaf zone. Gary Lehman back for Toronto. Lehman to John Anderson. He gets it out to center ice. Put it over the line. Jim Korn. Korn trying to center. Nobody home in front for Toronto. Now a long lead. Just missed Troy Murray, who would have been in from center. But the pass missed him, and that'll be an icing call. Face off to the left of Murray Bannerman in the Hawk zone as we're halfway through the second period here in Chicago Stadium. And it's been all Blackhawks so far. Leafs have had a couple of good scoring chances, but they've been few and far between. There's the draw. Controlled by Steve Larmer in his own zone. Gave it to O'Callahan back of the net. He'll try Larmer again on the near side. This time Larmer has room to center. Now ahead to Gardner over the line. Billy Gardner centered one. Larmer centered one. And it's deflected up in the air away from Sutter. Now Iafrate. He couldn't get it out. Larmer moving in. Centered one. Sutter right out of the air. Sutter got his stick on it in midair and deflected it just wide. Boy, Darryl Sutter just has great hand-eye coordination. He's probably as adept as anybody at picking the puck out of the air. Now Sutter in his own zone. Fought off a check, got it away to Gardner. Billy Gardner over the line, crisscrossing, but his pass intercepted. Now Bergevin in the neutral zone. He gave it right to Gary Nyland. Nyland's lead for Peter Inachek. He cleared it into the Chicago end. Here's Mark Bergevin. Got it to Steve Larmer, who shot it to the center ice area. Back come the Leafs, though. Stewart Gavin's long shot is blocked. And now they battle along the far side. Puck came free. Daou in traffic. Put it in behind the Hawk goal. Now here's Steve Larmer on right wing. Larmer carries to center ice. Takes a long shot. And a save by Bernhardt. There's Greg Terrion moving back. Terrion over the Hawk line. Put it to the far corner. Gavin, who overskis. Now Terrion threw it out to the near point. Benning. Here's the shot. And a save by Bannerman. Rebound to Bill Root holding it in. Got it into the near corner. Olczyk is there. Olczyk overskating it. Now the Leafs hold it in. Benning a long shot. Bannerman the save. Rebound to Yaremchuk. Then Yaremchuk over the line. Into the far corner, turning there. Yaremchuk finally had the puck knocked away, but right to Savard, a back pass. Just missing Olczyk in the slot. There's Keith Brown in his own end to center. Now ahead to Fraser over the line. Kurt Fraser stopping. Put it in behind the goal. Derlego takes it away for the Maple Leafs. He cleared it not out. Troy Murray shot it in behind the goal. Now Benning couldn't get it out. Doug Wilson, a long shot, and a save by Bernhardt as Troy Murray just barely failed to tip that. Here's a shot from Fraser, and Bernhardt the save. Rebound to the Leafs, Derlego. He's able to clear it to the Hawks zone. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. The Hawks a 4-goal lead. Now the puck cleared down into Chicago territory. Bob Murray. This pass to Troy Murray knocked away right back to the Hawk defenseman. Now he gave it to Doug Wilson on the far side. Wilson to Bob Murray, who shot it past everybody. Down into the Hawk, the lead zone. Icing is waved off. Here's Walt Podubny at center ice. He dumps one in. Russ Courtnall after it shoots, and Bannerman nearly in no man's land made the save. Now in behind the net it goes. And the puck will be held there. Face off to the right of Murray Bannerman. There's the draw. Controlled by Jack O'Callahan. He's bumped on the boards, trying to clear it out. He does get it to center ice. Salming sends it right back in. Mark Bergevin to the left wing board. Sutter now right onto Gardner's stick. Billy Gardner over the line, trying to walk around the check. He knows he's in, and he shot it wide. And Salming deflected at the last moment. Now Salming starts the Leafs back. Bearing it ahead, here's a long shot, missing the target. Bouncing along the near side, Leafs hold it in. Taken by O'Callahan deep in his own zone. Jack O'Callahan's pass stolen by Russ Courtnall. Back into the Hawk zone it goes. Now Larmer on the right wing board. Leave Larmer to Bill Gardner. He walks over the line, feeding Secord. Cuts from the net, a backhand. And a save by Bernhardt. Rebound to the far side, and the Leafs clear it back into the Blackhawk end. There's Keith Brown leading the charge. Feeds Savard, who has 2 goals. He comes over the line, cuts right in front, shooting. Oh, and a save by Bernhardt as Savard. Now another shot. Bernhardt still wasn't up, but the stop was made by one of the defensemen. Now the puck winds up in the crowd as Savard is flying tonight. It's 5-1 Chicago. We'll be back.
Dennis Savard with a great burst of speed around Iafrate on his forehand fakes. Tripped up by Bernhardt, and Nyland still gets up. Has the presence to shoot. It was right on. I think it hit the post as Bernhardt was way out of the net.
Face-off just inside the Toronto line. There's the draw controlled by the Leafs. Clear down into the Blackhawk zone. Keith Brown gave it to Ben Wilson. Wilson bounced one not out. Bill Root got it in behind the Hawk net. Now Bannerman having a little trouble with the puck, but it bounced to the near side. Here's Benning, a long shot. Bannerman did the splits to kick that away. In the far corner, the Leafs trying to center one. Here's Gavin put down, and puck came loose back to the neutral zone. Olczyk but he failed to hold the pass. Now Toronto's Terrion cleared it down into the Blackhawk area. Secord turning in his own end. Now Secord dumps it into the Toronto zone. Now the Leafs, Salming moving back. Salming dumps one in. Bannerman shovels it to the near side. A couple of players pile up on the boards. It came free to Doug Wilson for Lysiak. Tom Lysiak leading the rush over the line. Feeds across. Frazier, the shot! And that's blocked at the defense. Rebound. Came out to the line. Bob Murray held it in. Back of the net for Frazier. It squirts away from him. Taken by Salming. He couldn't get it out. Doug Wilson held it in nicely. Wilson moving in for Troy Murray. Scotty center. Goes over. Lysiak's stick. The net wide open and the puck bounced away from Lysiak. Here come the Leafs over the line. Here's Lehman shooting. He missed the net. Rebound to the far side. Derlego holds it in, centered one. Troy Murray stealing, and the Hawks start back. Murray dumping one in. Bob Murray just went off a moment ago limping. The action happened behind the plays. He got tangled with one of the Toronto players. Here's an icing call against the Leafs. I'm not sure if you... There's the play in the Toronto zone. The draw to the near side. Larmer put it in behind the goal. Now bouncing free to the near board. And the Leafs, Podubny, clearing it to center ice. Free chair. Threw it in over the line. Ben Wilson turning around against Courtnall, who took it away, but his pass missing everybody. Back to center ice. Ben Wilson now behind his own net. A minute and a half to go in the second period. Here comes Keith Brown. Brown dumping one in. Over to the far side, it's held in by Sutter for Larmer, and then his back pass intercepted by the Leafs. Here's a 3-on-2 for Toronto, but Doug Wilson broke up the play with a nice poke check. Here's Larmer moving back. Steve Larmer around one check over the line, waiting for a little help, had to shovel it in behind the net. Taken by Bill Root. Root couldn't get it out. Now the Leafs do get it to center.
1 minute playing period.
It's dumped into the Hawk zone. On the near side, Steve Larmer carrying it along the boards, but not out. Bouncing around to Dennis Savard. Now taken away by Root. And the Leafs dump one in. Back of the Hawk goal, Jack O'Callahan. Fight off a check, rung it around the boards, taken by Olczyk, couldn't get it out. Back of the net it goes. Doug Wilson whacks it to the far side, and it came free into the Leaf zone with 20 seconds left in the period. Back into the Blackhawk end it goes. O'Callahan gave it to Doug Wilson. He shovels it back into the Toronto zone. On the play. Let's see if there's too many men on the ice.
Only 7 seconds remaining. It looks like someone got caught. That's exactly it. Too many men on the ice. Three penalties called in this, the second period.
Too many men on the ice.
Face off to the right of Bernhardt. The Hawks with a power play opportunity. Already leading by 4 in the game. Now Dennis Savard and Bill Derlego ready for the draw. Here's the face-off. Squirts free to the line. Ben Wilson held it in a long shot. That's deflected wide, and that's going to do it. The second period. So 2 more Blackhawk goals in that period. Doug Wilson scoring his 7th of the year after only 34 seconds of the second period to give the Hawks a Minnesota North Stars Saturday night in Minnie and Sunday night back here at the stadium. Saturday 7:20 on the radio, 7:30 on TV. We'll start it off, and both of those games will be televised, as well as, of course, the radio broadcast, which is in effect for every Blackhawk game of the year. But both of the games against Minnesota this weekend will be on Sports Vision as well. Here come the Hawks now from the face-off. A power play opportunity is dumped into the Toronto zone. On the near side, it squirts loose to center ice. Keith Brown rolls it back into the Leaf end. Salming in the far corner wants a face-off, but Secord dug it loose. However, the Leafs dump it down all the way. Here's Brown, who's working a point with Doug Wilson. Now a lead cleared into the Toronto zone. In the far corner, Larmer put it to the near corner, Secord. Now Secord out to the line, Wilson, far point to Brown. Keith Brown to Larmer on the board. Now back of the goal, Secord. Now Secord, bearing it to the far side. Larmer to Brown at the line. He fakes the shot, beating Larmer. The shot hit the goal post. Rebound Wilson to the near corner, Savard. And now we have a fight. Secord and Gary Nyland wrestling right in front of the Toronto net. They've knocked the net off its moorings. It appeared to be a wrestling match more than anything else.
Well, Nyland dropped his gloves first, so Secord was dueling for possession in front of the net. The shot by Larmer hit the post. The play continued to the left point. Wilson came in to crank it up, and then both players started going at each other in front of the net. Keith Brown on the right point. Bob Murray injured his knee in the second period, hasn't returned. Larmer's wrist shot off the goal post. Coming out behind Bernhardt. Get it from another angle to the shot from the dot off the post, right in behind Bernhardt.
Linesmen are having a devil of a time separating Al Secord and Gary Nyland. Ron Foyt's more interested in talking to Boreas Salming than separating the players. The linesmen have been in there for a good 30 seconds now and still unable to separate two big, strong, aggressive players, Nyland and Secord, and now finally they come apart. So we'll have some more penalties coming up here. Now one of the linesmen with Nyland fell down. Let's make sure they get into the penalty boxes safely.
We'll go again. I hope we get another power play because they're gonna fucking kill you.
Appeared to shove linesman Christensen. So now they're in the penalty box with a score 5-1. Chicago will be back.
Here's how it all started. The shot off the post. Secord sweeping around to try to get to the puck after it got by him. Then the stick. I think he jabbed Nyland with the stick.
Toronto penalty number 2, Gary Nyland, 5 minutes for fighting. Blackhawk penalty number 20, Al Secord, 5 minutes for fighting at 1:12. Toronto penalty, Nyland, 5 minutes for fighting. Blackhawk penalty, Secord, 5 minutes for fighting at 1:12.
Al Secord, when he retires from hockey, could get a job as a color commentator. There'd be a lot of color down there in the penalty box.
Off to the right of Bernhardt now. 40 seconds left on a Hawk power play. Here's the draw taken by Salming. And he shoots it into the crowd. Oh, somebody wasn't looking over there. Rose. Face off to the left of Bernhardt now. Savard, Larmer, and Olczyk up in front here for the Blackhawks. The draw to the far point. Brown holding it in for Larmer. Larmer along the board. Side of the net. Olczyk centered one. Salming came sliding across to block it. Now Larmer far side. Dave Larmer to the line. Keith Brown. Here's the shot. He missed the net. Rebound. Savard. A shot. He scores. The hat
on a bad angle goal, gets his hat trick. Bernhard seemed to misplay the first shot from the point, came off the backboards. Savard just shot it in one motion, and he shot it quickly towards the short side, and it hit Bernhard and went into the net. Keith Brown on the point, let it go, came off the backboards. Bernhard's down. Savard just turns and fires it blindly. Didn't even look, and it beat Bernhard to the short side for the hat trick. His 15th goal of the year.
And here come the Hats at Chicago Stadium. They've already picked up about a dozen or more, and there are at least that many again on the ice.
Assisted by number 4, Keith Brown, and number 28, Steve Larmer, at 138.
Blackhawk goal is 15th of the season. His second hat trick of the season is
Savard is second hat trick of the year, the third hat trick of his career. There will be more. And the Hawks are having a little fun here at the stadium with a 6-1 bulge. This is the only time, and I stress only, that I don't mind seeing a little debris on the ice, and only in the form of hats, which are easily picked up and pose no danger to any players. Everybody's standing at center ice, and referee Newell is looking for a puck to drop.
Might as well drop a tennis ball out there the way the pucks are bouncing around. It was the first good face-off drop we had of the year. He had no puck.
Here's the draw to Brown, back of the net. Put it to the near side, Sutter. Darryl Sutter lost it in behind the goal, free chair. He's tied up, however, and here comes Larmer. Steve Larmer ahead to Gardner. Billy Gardner over the line for Sutter. He put it in behind the goal. Jim Benning can't find it in his skates, but free chair does. Free chair. Bouncing and not out. Gardner right in. He shoots. And a save by Bernhard as the Leaf defense parted like the Red Sea and let Billy Gardner walk right in. Here's a shot handled by Bannerman easily from Inachek. Now Gardner leading Darryl Sutter. Sutter lost it as he came to the line. Now the Leafs free chair into the Hawk zone. Free chair turning in behind the centered one. Aim into the near corner. Now they wrestle there. Everybody scrambling. The puck will be held. It's the face-off will be to the left of Bannerman. There's the draw to Mark Bergevin back of the net. Bergevin trying to start the Hawks away. There's it out to center ice. Taken by O'Callaghan. Feeding Lysiak, who dumps it in. Back of the goal, Gary Lehman. Lehman feeding ahead to John Anderson. Now Jim Korn over the line, trying to split the defense. Can't do it. He's pulled down. We'll have a penalty coming up here against the Blackhawks. So the Leafs will get a power play when we come back. It's 6-1 Chicago. Back in a moment.
2 minutes for hooking. Korn trying to get around O'Callaghan, and Korn a long way to fall. Eventually does though to the ice.
Here's the Leafs power play. Solving a shot and a save by Bannerman with Korn right on the doorstep. And Bannerman able to hold on. No further.
The leading scorer as defensemen are concerned for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let the shot go waist high. Bannerman made the save, and then some words between Jim Korn and Keith Brown as they tried to duel for position in the goal crease.
By the way, we told you late in that second period that Bobby Murray hobbled off the ice. He has not been back since. However, he is on the Chicago bench, so that's a good sign. If there were anything serious, I'm sure he'd probably be on his way to the hospital right now. So I would suspect with a 5-goal lead, we probably won't see Murray, just in the sense of Tessier not taking any chances, but it doesn't seem to be anything particularly serious. So that's a good bit of news in addition to the score that we have. Now the draw. The Hawks clear it down all the way. Here comes Gary Lehman with 1.5 minutes for the Leaf power play. He'll dump it in. Came around to the near side. Gardner, he's tied up on the boards. Now Derlego holds it in. Got it to John Anderson. Threw it across. Now here's Salming with a shot. He scores! Salming with a long drive as Jim Korn did his job, screening Bannerman as Keith Brown just unable to move it. Nice. So the Leafs have scored their second and trail by 4.
Salming off balance, still able to get the shot away. It's a high, hard one that Bannerman got a piece of, but I think he was partially screened. Good work by Korn in front, dueling with Keith Brown, and he did his job screening Bannerman to allow Salming to score the power play goal.
Borje Salming, who, if one were to believe rumors, at this point has probably been traded about 4 times or 5 already this year. Every week you pick up some paper and they have him being traded to some other team, but he's still with the Leafs. Now the draw cleared into the Hawks zone. There's Ken Yaremchuk clearing it to center ice. Boy, Maloney now has Brubaker and McGill out there playing wings. If they're moving any slower, they'd be going backwards. There's the puck cleared to the Hawk line. A lot of toughness, but not much ability with those two players. There's now Savard and Yaremchuk out there with Olczyk. There's the draw. Bill Root shovels it to the back of the Hawk net. Mark Bergevin having a little trouble. Now gave it away. Then Daoust couldn't pull the trigger as Bergevin recovered to knock it away. Here comes Bergevin over the line. Trying to walk around and check, can't do it. And the Leafs, Daoust feeds Gavin on left wing. Here's the shot. And a save by Bannerman. Rebound into the far corner. Now came loose to Yaremchuk. And Yaremchuk gave it to Mark Bergevin. Bergevin turning behind his own goal. Gave it to his defense partner O'Callaghan. Now Savard. Dennis Savard, a dipsy doodle over the line. He walks right in. And an offside call that apparently the players didn't hear the whistle, but Savard, some razzle-dazzle on the Toronto defense.
A one-handed move. He was going to his right, had one hand in his stick, tried to pull it back, just lost control momentarily. He had the lead player beat. The deflection off Yaremchuk's skate to Savard. Now watch this one-handed move. He pulls it back. Had him beat, but just lost the puck for a second to put himself offside.
Well, Dale, if you're wearing a white sweater for the Blackhawks tonight, you got to be having a lot of fun. This is the time when you can try things, and you certainly don't want to do anything foolish, but you also know that one mistake won't cost you the game. Minnesota North Stars losers tonight. The Winnipeg Jets beating Minnie 4-2. So the North Stars are now 5 games under 500. Here comes Podubny over the shoots, and he whistled a wrist shot over the crossbar. Into the far corner it goes. Well, Larmer came up with it. Steve Larmer, a long lead to Gardner, knocked away from him at center. Now the Leafs, Lehman. He's put down, but he dumps one in. Play goes on. Ben Wilson had his pass deflect right to Brown with the left wing boards and Sutter. Arrow Sutter to Gardner. He sends it into the Toronto end. Gary Lehman plays it to the near side. Free chair. Shot it to center. Lysiak dumps it back in, but the Hawks will be ruled off. Very, very tough Big Ten conference.
Making excuses already.
There's the draw cleared into the Hawk zone. That'll be an icing call against the
Division I hockey for very long, but they've really turned things around and had a good start to what might be a profitable year for them.
Yeah, I don't think they're too far off the lead being set by Michigan State in that Central College Hockey League. Val Belmonte, I think that team in UIC won only 5 games all of last year, and They've won many more than that already this season. Here comes Frazier over the line. Dropped it for Troy Murray. Center left. And now bounces over the glass.
Wing with Frazier and Lysiak making a move around Anderson. Slid it across the goal mouth. I think he anticipated Lysiak being there, but
face off to the right of beleaguered Tim Bernhardt. There's the draw to the Leafs. Anderson bearing it down to the Hog zone. Took a crazy bounce right to the goal mouth, and Bannerman's going to glove it there.
Saving his energy and doing it at the right times now.
I can't recall him making a bad judgment and coming out of his net for quite some time now. Although the Blackhawk defenseman will still tell you he certainly can make it a lot easier on them when he does come out and play the puck as he just did there. Here's the Blackhawk rush. Doug Wilson to Lysiak coming over the line. Now Troy Murray cuts right in front. Oh, Bernhardt knocks it away. Here's a shot. Doug Wilson scores.
A backhand shot by Doug Wilson. Very often, or very seldom, we'll see Wilson get the backhand shot away, and I'm sure I'll be hearing about that because when we played together, he always used to wish he could shoot the backhand, but Troy Murray with a good move, fake. Bernhardt with a good poke check out of Johnny Bauer, who's here tonight, a scout for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Doug Wilson just shoveled the backhand into the empty net.
But boy, Tim Bernhardt once again just left to fend for himself. He had to play defense trying to stop Troy Murray and then had no chance at all on Doug Wilson's rebound. 7-2 now in favor of the Blackhawks on Doug Wilson's second of the game. There's the play in the Leaf zone. Brown bounced one in behind the goal. Now Olczyk digging it out. Olczyk walks into the slot, but then the puck came free to center. Now bouncing around, control by the Leafs. Free chair over the line. Free chair trying to turn in behind the net. Now moving to the side of the goal. Here's a shot. Bannerman the save. We're going to have a Hawk penalty coming up here as there was a man right with free chair, and all of a sudden the Leaf forward was unchecked at the side of the Hawk goal.
Frazier with tremendous skills went around the net, came out in the front. Both defensemen collided with Therrien. Therrien was knocked to the seat of his pants, and the penalty's called to Ben Wilson.
At 7-10. Blackhawk goal scored by Doug Wilson, assisted by Troy Murray and Lysiak at 7-10. Blackhawk penalty number 23, Ben Wilson. 2 minutes
Wilson
for
gets a penalty for interference as he knocked Therrien down in the crease before Therrien could get to the puck.
2 minutes for interference.
The Leafs have scored once on the power play. Boreas Salming is third of the year at .355 when O'Callaghan was in the penalty box for hooking.
So Toronto 1 for 2 tonight on the power play. Face off here to the right of Bannerman. There's the draw to Salming over to the far point. Leaving a long shot, missed the target. Came to the near side. Ludzig battling along the boards. A couple of players scramble away. And now the Leafs, Derlego digs it out and then shoots it right back into his own zone. Gary Lehman back for Toronto. Blackhawks pull back as Lehman comes to center and dumps it in. Around to the near corner, Korn. Tied up there, Derlego dug it out. Cleared it to the near point, Salming. Boreas Salming threw it across to Lehman. Lehman out of the near circle, Derlego. Now centered one, blocked by O'Callaghan, right to Lehman, and his shot deflects wide. In behind the goal, Korn. Trying to dig it out. Now it came loose to the slot. O'Callaghan, or rather Troy Murray, able to shoot it down all the way. A minute left on the Toronto power play. Now Salming ahead to free chair. He walks over the Hawk line. Turning on the far side. Free chair. Put it in behind the goal. Podubny gave it back to free chair. Again to Podubny, side of the net. trying to center one. Came through to the near board. The race is on, and Bergevin able to clear it down all the way. Time for one more Toronto power play rush. Here comes Lehman. He dumps one in. Bannerman to the near side. Free chair in the corner. Now walks in behind the net. Miroslav free chair holding on. Sets it up in the far corner. Put it in behind the net. Podubny. Walt Podubny. Looks for some help. Left it in behind the goal. Free chair. Hawk penalty is over. Here's free chair in front. Shoots. And a save by Bannerman. And he holds on as the Hawks have killed off the Leaf power play. Blackhawks 7. Maple Leafs 2 game. 7-2 Blackhawks. Play is in the Chicago zone at the far point. Nyland a long shot, missed the net. To the near side, Secord sends it away to Savard. Dennis Savard over the line, dropped it. Secord, he moves in. Now Bernhardt able to knock it away. Olczyk in behind. Put it to the near side. Wilson shooting. Doug Wilson fired wide. Now O'Callaghan able to keep it in. Got it into the far corner. Secord trying to jam it loose there, and the puck will be held on the board. There's the draw, controlled by the Leafs. Nyland behind the goal. Cleared it away to Dan Daoud. Daoud dumps one in. To the far side it goes. Now came free to the goal mouth, but Bergevin is there. Now to Ludzik. Here's Yaremchuk over the line. Ken Yaremchuk for Ludzik, the shot! And he sent that just wide of the far post. At the far point, here's Brown, a shot, and a save by Bernhardt. Rebound. Cleared away by Gavin. Back into the Hawk zone. Now the puck at the Toronto line. Bill Root. His pass went right to Bergevin. Mark Bergevin dumping it in. In the far corner is Ludzik. Out to the line, O'Callaghan. He got it to Yaremchuk in the slot. Here's Yaremchuk, shoots, and he missed the net. Boy, oh boy, 2 Toronto players, and nobody even made any attempt to block the shot or bump Yaremchuk at all. Here comes Theriot. He's taken down to the play. Back is O'Callaghan. Jack O'Callaghan hits the line, shooting. Blocked at the defense. Taken by Ben Wilson at the near point. Put it to the side of the net. Yaremchuk in behind, centered one. Cleared to the line. O'Callaghan centering, centers right in, and he scooped it over the crossbar. Now, afraid he wants to freeze it. Yaremchuk trying to pry it loose, but the puck is held to the board.
Well, great deflected, right to center, and there's the flip. Good chip shot right over a bunker.
That would have landed on the green, as Dale would say, like a butterfly with sore feet.
Well, we see a bit of a smile on Orville Tessier's face. 5-goal lead. It's not very often that they've had that big a lead with only 8 minutes remaining in the hockey game.
Face off to the left of Bernhardt. The draw to the Leafs. It's cleared to center ice. O'Callaghan there. Now his pass stolen by Salming. He clears it to center ice. Derlego dumps it in. Now Anderson gets after it, centering, but it's intercepted by O'Callaghan to Lysiak. Now ahead to Troy Murray over the line. Drops it for Frazier. Frazier into the far corner. Centered one. Came through to the near side. Ben Wilson had it knocked off his stick, and here come the Leafs back. Here's a lead for Korn, and he was in ahead of the play. I think we got a couple for the blooper tape tonight. There's the draw, cleared into the Chicago zone. Now a lead pass intercepted. Here's Lehman moving, and he lost the puck. Now Korn, a shot, and that's blocked at the defense. There's the puck up over the glass and into the
seal.
Along with Dale Talon, Pat Foley back in Chicago Stadium. Now here's the face-off. Controlled by the Hawks, Darryl Sutter. He works it outside the line. Now control by Larmer. Steve Larmer shovels it into the lead zone. Free chair. Plays it to the far side, and Nyland. Gary Nyland trying to clear it, able to get it to center ice. Free chair, a lead, hit the skate of Podubny. Boy, these Maple Leafs just can't put a pass on anybody's stick. Now Bergevin in the neutral zone. There's Nyland with a steal. He dumps one in. Now Billy Gardner starts the Hawks away, but he lost it as he came to the line. There's free chair over the line. Miroslav free chair, centered one. Bannerman blocked that nicely, and it came free to center ice. There's free chair coming into the Chicago zone. He shoots, and it's blocked by Bergevin nicely. Here's Mark Bergevin ahead to Dennis Savard, who's already got 3 goals. He comes over the line, fires, and it's blocked at the defense. And the puck winds up on the mesh, and a few folks starting to get the early start home. Face off inside the Leaf zone. There's the draw, controlled by Toronto's Root. Bill Root carries to the line, shoots one, and a save by Bannerman, who squeezed those leg pads together at the last instant. Now here goes McGill. He goes after Ben Wilson. Oh, Ben Wilson, a big right hand. Now they're back on their feet, toe-to-toe. They're fighting all over the place. Brubaker has jumped one of the Hawks. Now Wilson and McGill going at it still. Now Wilson really giving it to McGill again. Now Savard grappling with Dan Daou. There are 2 different fights going on. Ben Wilson and McGill are still swinging away. And Wilson again is getting the better of it. Linesmen are occupied with those 2 players. And now they're in there. Who was it that Brubaker just jumped somebody back at the Toronto line? I think it was Secord. Now Daou wants to try to get after Secord, but Savard is holding him off. Referee Newell is trying to help out there as well. Ben Wilson and McGill have been separated.
Ben Wilson really gave it to McGill that time. McGill, all he wanted to do was get back at him. Brubaker, there's no business as far as I'm concerned in the National Hockey League, jumped Secord from behind, and that's about the only way he could ever get at Secord.
Well, you know, what a ridiculous scene. With a team losing by 5 goals, they send a couple of lumberjacks out there who have the offensive talents of me with my eyes closed, and that means nothing. And it's just a shame to see, frankly. Blackhawks 7 leads 2. We'll be back.
Ben Wilson stepped in, and away they went at it. McGill went down, and then Wilson just...
Racing after it. He's already scored twice, and he just hit the goal post. Wilson got around Bernhard and missed his hat trick by a couple of inches when he cranked it off the post. Now Brown starts the Hawks out. Heath Brown dumping it in. Took a bad bounce right to the goal mouth. Now Olczyk centered. What a shot! Bernhard the save, and he holds on as Larmer at a chance.
But he took a hard hit from Nyland, got the pass out front to Larmer. Larmer's quick shot saved by Bernhard. That bounce that almost beat Bernhard. Good solid hit, a nice pass, a good shot, and a good save. Doug Wilson, who has 2 goals in the game off the face-off. got to the loose puck, took one whack at it. Bernhardt way over the net. The puck came back to Wilson. He just dumped it towards the net, an empty net, and it hit the post.
So Wilson barely missing his hat trick opportunity. Savard already has the hat. Face off to the left to Bernhardt. The draw, far point Brown. Brown gave it to Doug Wilson. The Hawks will be looking for him if they can get it to him on this power play. Here it is to Wilson at the near point. Let's it go! And a save rebound! Another save by Bernhardt. And the Leafs start back. Here's Daoud clearing it over the line. Gavin cuts for the net, and then he lost it at the last second. Here's Doug Wilson. Ahead to Steve Larmer. A minute left on the Hawk power play. Larmer over the line. Then he passed it right back to center. Blackhawks will have to regroup there. Now here's Keith Brown. Clearing it into the Toronto zone. Gary Lehman back for it. Now Lehman clears it down all the way. Here's Jack O'Callahan getting a power play chance. He gave it to Doug Wilson, whose pass is stolen. Now half a minute to go on the Chicago power play. There's Jack O'Callahan back of the net. Brings it around the near side. Now it came right back to him. Hawks a little sluggish on this power play. Here's Troy Murray now. He has room to center. Murray races in over the line. Troy Murray turns to the far side. Now trying to center. It's intercepted. And the Leaf penalty is over. Both teams now back in full strength. We're going to have another penalty. This one against the Blackhawks coming up.
The tripping penalty as the Leaf player Lehman was upended at the neutral zone. Blackhawks on the power play. This one, I think they were just trying to kill time on it. Troy Murray tried to feed Lysiak in the corner to the left of Bernhardt. It was intercepted by Lehman, and Lehman, well, the player in front of Lehman was tripped, and then Lehman tripped over his own player.
19, Troy Murray, 2 minutes for tripping at 16:26. Blackhawk penalty, Troy Murray, 2 minutes for tripping at 16:26.
There's the draw, controlled by the Maple Leafs on the power play now. Back of the net it goes, in a check. He lost the handle to Rick Patterson, who shoots it down all the way. Now Al Iafrate back for Toronto. Long lead to Podubny at center. Walt Podubny put it over the line, free chair. Free chair turning, fell down on the far side. Patterson came up with it, carrying it to center ice. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Blackhawks about to move back over the 500 mark. Now, here the Leafs over the line, free chair. Into the far corner, centered one, Podubny fanned on it. Came to the near side, Gardner. He's put down, couldn't get it out. Into the corner it goes. Now Inachek walks in front, centering. Here's free chair, a shot. Batterman to save. Rebound to the far point. Now over to Iafrate. Put it into the near corner. Taken by Walt Podubny. He gave it to free chair. Out to the near point with it. Now gave it to Iafrate. Back to free chair. On the near side to Iafrate. Shoots one. And a save by Batterman. Rebound. Podubny tied up beautifully. He had an open net with a rebound, and Bergevin took him down. Now back of the Hawk goal. Mark Bergevin. Half a minute left on the Leaf power play. Hawks can't get it out. Inachek walks into the slot. He's knocked down there. Now Bergevin a little shaken up, but he continues on. Back of the net. Bergevin rattles one of the Leafs back there, even though he's hurting. And now Patterson got to the loose puck. And Mark Bergevin seems to be dragging his left arm. May have banged his shoulder a couple of moments ago. Boy, oh boy, what a game kid. You could tell he was hurting very badly, and he still went over and wrapped the Toronto player on the boards. And now an Hawks kill off the Leaf penalty, or Leaf power play. And here's Steve Ludzik for Yaremchuk. He lost it, but Doug Wilson carries on. He hits the line. He's turned around. We'll have a penalty against the Leafs here. So with 65 seconds to go, the Hawks will come up with a power play opportunity.
Korn will get the penalty for hooking Wilson, trying to get that hat trick. A minute and 5 seconds remaining. Spun to the ice. He had Lehman beat too. Lehman lost his balance as he cut in on him. Lehman down on all fours before Wilson even got to him.
At 18:55. Toronto penalty, Korn, 2 minutes for hooking at 18:55.
We had 13 penalties we've had in the third period. We had 3 in the second and 8 in the first period. The Ducks have scored 1 power play goal in this contest. Dennis Savard is 15th. And hat trick at 1:38 from Brown and Steve Larmer.
Well, now the Hawks will be looking for Doug Wilson if they can get him to puck on this power play. He scored twice tonight. Here's the draw. Taken by Gary Nyland. Into center ice. Derlego dumps it in. We're down to the final minute of the game. Now Doug Wilson in his own zone. Chips it ahead to Savard. Here's Savard over the line. Savard rolled it for Wilson. Here's a shot. And he hit the side of the goal with it. Taken by Derlego. Couldn't get it out. Wilson near point. Lets it go. And a save by Bernhardt. Rebound cleared down all the way. Half a minute left to go. Here's a pass stolen by the Leafs. And Root shooting it down. Now Brown lost it back to the net, but it came right to Wilson for Savard. Savard over the line for Larmer, far side. He rings it around the boards at the near point. Doug Wilson. Wilson now a long shot and hits somebody in front. 4 seconds to play. Savard near side for Wilson, shooting. Blocked at the defense. And that's the only thing the Hawks were unable to do tonight was get Doug Wilson his hat trick. He's going to have to whirlpool those arms after all the shots he let go in the last couple of minutes. But the Blackhawks